Vishnevetsky Palace is former it was a castle. It's the main residence of the Vishnevetsky princess family, which died out or disappeared in the 18th century. It's located approximately 60 kilometers from Ternopil city, and it's rather young museum. I mean, it was under reconstruction since 2014. Yes, of course, as the video was made during the war in 2023, in the March, there are not so many visitors, but I hope in the nearest future this place will be overcrowded, because it's really worth visiting. So the area is rather big, a lot of buildings, but tourists can visit only not so some limited area, we can say. Some short historical information. By the way, in the entrance hall you face with such a really nice and big picture of Warsaw of 19th century. So, in 1395, Prince Dmitry Koribut built castle not so far away from this place, on the bank of the Goryn River. But to regret, in 1494, during the Tatar invasion on the Volyn lands, this castle was absolutely destroyed. And since that time, this castle was no longer restored. In first hall we saw, usually there are some exhibition of pictures, yes, different arts. Here as we see how can I say the result of archaeological excavations in different ones. And there is some board, and we can see how this palace looked like in the middle of 20th century. Yeah. So he was almost destroyed. And not every, but in most rooms there are some furniture of 18th century. Of course, this furniture was not here, it's not original. It was just, how to say, deleted here from different place. Very interesting mirror hall. Yes, very nice area. So I think you note this wooden plate, I don't know how to say, because it's a result of some, how to say, actions to save, because missile attacks from the Russia side was possible also in this area. So during the reign of Prince Mikhail Vishnevetsky, it was the last in the family of Vishnevetsky. In 1720, the construction of the new castle or palace, it was a palace and fortress began. It was at the time that manor houses was built, but to regret when this family disappeared. And since 1855 to 1917, there were a lot of owners, different owners, who took out old books and let the residents into the sale. This estate was badly damaged during the First World War, and in 1944, during the Second World War, the palace and the neighbor monastery were almost completely burned down. And only after the war the palace was reconstructed, and almost nothing remains of the historical monuments of the 18th century inside. So all the interior was destroyed. And only since 2000, here there was some special library, cultural center in this building, and only since 2005 it turned out to be as a museum, and up to 2014 the main work on the complex restoration was almost completed. Only 2 floors visitors can come. Puzzle of Faunism. There is an exhibition. It's like puzzles and fauna. Yeah. It means there are parts from animal, and you need to guess what animal this is. Very difficult task, believe me. Yeah, some new direction in modern art. Here is a bedroom, I think 200 years ago, more than 200 years ago. Here the last prince of Vishnevetsky family used to sleep. So, Vishnevetsky Palace.